So every time I see a video of JD Vance, I somehow hate him more. I don't know how it's possible, but like every time I see him, I hate him more and more and more and more. First of all, you're a grown-ass man. He's still wearing eyeliner and lying about it. That's point number one. Point number two, just the smuggest prick you've ever seen. Point number three, you're going to notice here in this clip, every time he talks to an interviewer, he likes to do this just sanctimonious thing where he keeps repeating their first name back to them. Like he'll say something and end it with, okay, George, but here's the thing, George. All right, George. And this is a guy who has sold his soul. He has no soul. There is no moral core there. There are no values. There's no integrity. There's no virtues. He said, I'm going to sign up to coddle Trump's balls and hopefully use that to climb the ladder of careerism and eventually become president of the United States, even though everybody fucking hates me, okay? Including the Groypers, including the far right. They all fucking hate this guy. Everybody hates this guy. So here he is, and what you're going to see is, I mean, this is just like, this should be taught in journalism classes as like the quintessential evasive asshole who's lying to your face. Because that's what this is. Ready? Watch this.
The White House border czar Tom Homan was recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. And the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law. I think it's really preposterous.
Actually, the only reason you guys are talking about this is because Tom Homan is the best. Tom Homan is awesome at his job. Tom Homan is keeping us all safe. And you looked around and said, I sure wish he wouldn't keep us all safe. That's why you're doing this.
I know Tom. I think that he's a good man. He gets death threats. He gets attacked. He gets constantly threatened by people because he has the audacity to want to enforce the country's immigration laws.
See, this is that cry bully shit. This is one of the main reasons I despise him. As you guys are dispatching the Gestapo around the country to round up innocent people and put them in concentration camps and crack skulls and shoot pepper balls at the head of a fucking priest, as you're doing all of that, you're whining like you guys are the victim. No, Tom Homan was caught on literal video taking a $50,000 bribe in a fucking brown paper bag on some old school 1950s mafia type shit. He gets caught, and then when you get called on it, you go, I don't even know what you're talking about. You just hate him because you ain't him.
That it would be a much more interesting story about why is it that Tom Homan, who is simply enforcing Americans' immigration laws, is getting constantly harassed and threatened to the point of death threats. That's a much more interesting question that I think journalists should focus on.
Don't look at his corruption. Look at why people are so mean to him. How can a grown man say this stuff with a straight face?
Interesting question that I think journalists should focus on. We can agree to disagree on that question.
Oh, wait, you said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services.
What? This is like that Internet Hippo tweet where he says the new right-wing thing to do is like describe crimes in as abstract a way as possible and act like it's absurd. And it's true. That's what they do. It's like if you commit conspiracy with your friend to commit a crime, they would say, oh, so what, you can't even hang out with friends and discuss plans anymore?
The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe or done anything illegal, which is why he's working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about. Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Okay, he accepted $50,000 in a brown paper bag because some fake business that didn't exist was looking to get favoritism, looking to get special treatment, looking to get a contract. And so, it was the FBI doing it. It was a sting, but they caught him literally accepting a bribe to put in a good word for a company to get a contract, even though that company doesn't exist. So it's the most obvious, it's the most open and shut case of quid pro quo corruption I've ever fucking seen, and he's playing stupid over it.
Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it illegal to take a payment for doing services?
Corruption, bro? What do you mean? What even does the word bribe mean, bro? What does corruption even mean? Have you thought about that in a philosophical sense, man? How does he sleep at night?
FBI has not prosecuted him. I've never seen any evidence that he's engaged in criminal wrongdoing.
Because you guys are protecting him. That's why he hasn't been prosecuted, because Trump's hacks are at every level of the government.
Nobody has accused Tom of violating a crime, even the far left media like yourself. So I'm actually...
What the of course, that's of course what we're alleging. That's what everybody's alleging. What are you, stupid? No, he's just a liar.
Not sure what the precise question is. Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
He didn't violate a crime? Oh, my God.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that money?
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media reports that...
Stop saying George, for the love of God. Stop saying George.
Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing...
Actually, I've never liked George more. I can't stand this guy. Oh, my God. He's so dishonest.
Credibility, because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government.
No, they can't get food because of you. Because you guys are saying we're going to cut Medicaid and we're going to cut the Obamacare subsidies and we're going to triple healthcare premiums. And the Democrats are trying to stop that. And so we're going to shut down the government. That's you doing that, not Democrats. Democrats are trying to save health care. And now you're pretending, oh, I care so much about these low-income women getting food. Really? Why'd you cut Meals on Wheels? That's what you did. I can't. Guys, you're really not going to evolve politically, and you're not going to grow politically unless and until you understand that the entire Republican Party, it's about fascism, it's about sucking off billionaires, and it's built on lies. They are so fucking comfortable lying. It is astonishing. It will genuinely boggle your mind just how confident and comfortable they are telling brazen lies. So you're really not going to understand U.S. politics until you get this whole party is just the worst people in the country in one large group. That's what it is.
Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You are focused on a bogus...
So Republicans have the House, the Senate, the presidency, and the judicial branch, but somehow it's Democrats' fault that the government shut down. No, you need 60 votes to get something through. So you need, I think it's 7 Democratic votes. Okay, well, then I'm sorry. I guess you got to deal with the Democrats and deal with, what they're asking for. And what they're asking for, as we pointed out, is to not triple healthcare premiums, fighting for the American people by saying that. And these guys lie about it and say, they're trying to give illegals healthcare. Total fucking lie.
You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next, we'll be right back.
Fuck that eyeliner wearing freak, bro. He's never been more relatable, George Stephanopoulos, than in this moment, where he's fed up. He had it. He's like, I can't. What's the point of even talking to these people if everything they say is dishonest? And I mean that. What's the point? Okay, he's the vice president. Who cares? I'd rather have. Imagine if the media all decided at once, we're done interviewing Trump, we're done interviewing JD Vance. All we're gonna do is call out their lies every time now. We're not going to interview them because what's the point? They just lie to our faces. So we're just going to call balls and strikes now as opposed to trying to get in the club or whatever and have that two-way relationship. Fuck that. So as David Schroeder says, watch this clip as you remember that J.D. Vance is simultaneously spearheading a Supreme Court case asking justices to destroy what's left of America's anti-corruption laws. So that's why he's going, open bribery, a clear quid pro quo? What's even the problem with that, bro? There's no problem with that whatsoever. What are you talking about? There's no crime here. Let's talk about the real issues. You could argue this is at the heart of every single real issue, the corruption in our system. That you guys are representing corporations and billionaires and not representing the people at all. Why? Because the corporations and the billionaires pay you. Now, usually it's for campaign contributions, but in the case of Tom Homan, it was literally a direct bribe. So, go fuck yourself, JD. I mean, what a sick joke. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.